Hell yeah. Nice. There's your sync, Ray. Put it together. This is 3 episodes in a row that you've done. Thank you. I appreciate that.
The real MVP, to quote Kevin Durant.
Master.
You know what's nice about this, right? I'm on vacation this week, okay? And my real job has not stopped
too busy
fucking contacting me. Yeah. All right. So my fake job, I've actually got people covering my vacation. It's great. Like, this is the shit I should be doing.
Yeah.
Damn. God damn. It's like fucking nonstop over there. Nobody can. Everyone's a whiny fucking baby. And the thing is, it's not kids. It's not kids, Ray. It's a 60-something-year-old woman and a 50-something-year-old man, and they don't like each other. And it's everybody
so
else's
domineering
fault.
that they're scared to do anything without your say-so. Are you a harsh taskmaster?
I'm not a harsh taskmaster, but they know I don't fucking put up with bullshit. So yeah, I kind of do.
That's a no BS zone.
Oh. See, now they're scared of you, and they got to make sure everything's okay first, Rim. You're the architect of your own demise.
Yeah, I'm like.
Yeah, let's just evaluate. No, there you go. Let's just evaluate Rim all episode.
Yeah,
you know?
That's fine. You're gonna need it. I'm gonna be disappearing a
dive.
couple times. I think maybe we can get through it. All right, let's not fuck around too much. 'Cause I want to get as much in of me as I can. What do we got tonight, Ray? What do we got? We got Thinkins.
we got everything.
Yeah, we got Thinkins. I got lots of voicemail. We got Adam. Burger King Svensson. What's that? That's something.
Oh yeah, I always forget about the notes. We have notes, don't we?
Yeah.
Man, this is
All right.
so hard for me.
Right. Yeah.
Drive dot is it in the drive? Oh, I gotta sign in again, mother.
Randy, we got to get you fucking on the weed again, man. I don't know about this. Kristen, you got to do something here.
Yeah.
Smoke weed every day.
I started drinking liquor early, so there's that.
Yeah, but
man.
weed is better for you than liquor.
Be like a
is.
normal person, dude. Just smoke more and chill out.
Yeah. How about stop buying liquor and just buy weed?
It's so much more expensive. It's literally 10 times the cost. Almost 14 times the cost.
You ever thought about being a farmer?
Adam might know. Yeah, thank you.
I would, but I have a kid that stays here, and I don't, if a cop ever came, it would just be a whole ordeal. Like, she stays here every once in a while, so.
Why would a cop come to your... Oh.
Well, they fly over and with thermals here.
Do they really?
To look for that shit, yeah.
It's fucked up.
Wait, it's not legal for you to grow your own where you're at? You can't just have like a personal plant?
It's medical only. Yeah, we're still in the Stone Ages. Yep. I had to give up my gun rights to get it.
That's also whack.
Wow.
Yep. That's bullshit.
Up,
hey, somebody died in Cincinnati from the Johnson & Johnson vaccine.
Oh, we should just never give any of those out ever again. Because one person...
It's not just 6 people, you guys. They're not doing this just for 6. This is bigger than the 6. And you wait a few more months.
How many is it? Like 7? That's like all of our listeners.
Here comes anti-vax.
Just imagine if we lost all of our listeners. I mean, come on.
You get your vaccines. Go get your vaccines. Be happy. I don't want one. That's it. I'm not anti-vax.
He could have been on meth too, though.
And love yourself.
He was a 21-year-old, so...
A 21-year-old died?
Don't get vaccines. Yeah. Don't wear a mask. Go to your local Walmart. Cough on all the meat.
Yes. Cough on all the old people. A 21-year-old who has almost a 0% chance of ever getting sick from this bullshit just took a vaccine that's in fucking experimental stage, and he died from it. I mean, are you guys kidding me right now with this shit? All right, let's do a show.
It's not an experimental stage. They wouldn't just throw it out there. Look, America's an incredibly litigious country. If they did something and it opened them up to liability, they wouldn't do it. They don't want to get sued.
Did you get your vaccine? Did you get it?
What, me?
Yeah.
So, okay. Got a weird stance on this one, man. I got rights. One of my rights is my right to privacy. So, it's my business. I don't even want to fucking talk about it. People made it political.
Rock and roll.
I don't want to talk about it. I might have. I might not. I might have already got it. I might not. It's none of your fucking business. It's nobody's fucking business. And I don't want to talk about it.
Amen. Let's not talk about it.
How many more? There's 3 of them? There's 3 of them, right?
There was 4.
Yeah.
No, they had an AstraZeneca out in Europe. No. They stopped that one, too, because of blood clots.
Well, no, I got all of them just to really reduce my chances of getting COVID.
Smart. It's smart.
Yeah. simple math.
All right. Adam, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you mad. It's your business.
No. Seriously, like so this is one of those things that people have tried heckling me about this type of shit at work, and it's from both sides. There's some old ass people that like are trying to concern troll everybody into making sure they get it, and then there's other people that are like, you got to worry about they're giving you the reptilian DNA shit, and they want to make sure that people don't have it. I'm like, leave me the fuck alone. I got a right to privacy. My medical issues are none of your fucking business.
See, I'm totally on board. I got to start the show here, but I'm totally on board with Adam right there. It's none of anybody's business, right? Whether I want to get the vaccine or not, I'll tell you my opinion on it, sure. But like, who cares, right? Get it or don't get it. Don't fucking make me have a vaccine passport because of it. That's what I'm saying. That's my whole issue here. I don't care if you guys get it, all right? I don't give a shit.
I agree with you. Like,
enjoy yourselves.
With that, like anything that they come with strict travel, that's an enumerated right. You got a right to travel. Like that's fucked up. Like, anytime the government wants to come after anything that's an enumerated right, I got an issue with it. Got a big issue.
I want the government out of my life completely. And the people who are just all for, I'm all for vaccine passports. Well, fuck you, because those are my rights that you're infringing on now, right? And then you think about it. You have two businesses, two restaurants. I'm so sorry, Ray. You can cut all this out, okay? But I got to get this out of my, because it's right here. You got two businesses. One, you need a vaccine passport to eat dinner there, and the other, you don't. Which one's going out of business first? Right? Let the market decide. All right, let's do a show. I'm sorry.
He used to do a World of Warcraft advice podcast. He even did the original Drunken podcast, changing
no more
the game
vaccine talk
and influencing a generation of podcasters. But he was disgraced, accused of crimes he never committed.
I don't want to make Randy mad.
Shamed, he disappeared.
Love that guy.
I'm not mad, bro.
Love you, buddy.
I'm a little concerned.
By the grace and generosity of Mr. Rich Dickman, he was raised again. Seconded by his co-host, definitely not main host, Ray. Rem Dickman has returned, sexier and more handsome than ever. This is The Rich Dickman Show, the greatest podcast ever produced by Rich Dickman with Rem and Ray. Featuring executive producer Randy, producer Ryan, Maddie from Australia, hot drummer Newsbaden, and Svensson.
Gotta retool all that.
The Rich Dickman Show. You're slightly better than mediocre podcast.
Change the name of Adam knew it. Anyways. Hey everybody, welcome to episode 156 of The Rich Dickman Show, the podcast that is slightly better than mediocre. I am your host, Rem. Once again, twice this week. My God, thank you to the patrons for sponsoring episode 155, your bonus episode this month. But here we are, 156. And because it's very difficult to do two of these in a row like this, because we talked about everything we needed to 2 days ago. We brought in a guest. We'll get to him in a second. Not the guest that I thought we were going to have. Other issues. We'll do that. Hey, Ray, my man, what's going on, buddy? I want you to know I have a colored light bulb above my head, but because my 500 watt bulb over there is washing everything, you can't even tell. I got to redo this whole fucking. I don't know. I'm bad at this. Ray, what's going on, Bell?
Hey, this is what happens on the second half of a doubleheader. You use your good starting pitchers, maybe some relievers. Now you're doing your backups to your backups. It's just it's a B plus show.
Just trying to get through. Yeah, just trying to survive. Just trying to survive.
Well,
Randy, my man,
a marathon, not a sprint.
That's right. Adam from Houston. Randy, what's going on, buddy?
What do you want from me? This is the second one this week. You want something clever at the beginning? It's not going to happen. All right, I got nothing. I'm not high. I'm drinking. So maybe by mid-show I'll be funny, but right now we're just coasting. Angry. I'm really concerned about the fucking notes because there's shit in here that nobody should know about, and I didn't put it in there.
Yeah, you did. You just don't remember.
Fuck that. No.
Wait, what shit? What shit? What are you talking about?
Bridget Jones's diary, bingle shirt, and shorts, first date with Kristen. I don't remember what I wore on my first date with Kristen, but somebody does.
Randy, you get really drunk at the end of the episode, and you just start doing stuff. Like all the text messages I got Tuesday night from you two, like, Jesus Christ. Adam from Houston, welcome back to the show. And let me tell everybody real quick, if you listen to 155, I disappeared for a few minutes. I have internet that's really shitty right now, and they can't come until tomorrow afternoon to fix it. So I'm going to disappear at some point for a little while, and then I'll be back. But Adam's here. as a professional podcaster to keep the show going because goddamn, Ray and Randy, who knows what the hell they talk about when I'm not here. Adam, how are you, my man? What's going on?
I'm doing well as can be anyway. Man, got over a bunch of fucked up allergies earlier in the week, and I've been busting my fucking ass. In case you didn't know, gas prices are going up.
Oh, and, shut up.
Yeah.
Not in Texas.
That means
I filled up a tank for like $20. Here it's like 80.
What? I'm talking about, y'all. Look, it's the price of oil per barrel that's going up. And it crossed this magical threshold where fracking becomes incredibly profitable. And so all these projects that get put on hold where they wait for the market to go up, now they suddenly want to scramble and finish this shit so they can start cashing in. And that's a fucking pain in the ass. My company was like, whatever amount of overtime you're willing to work, please work it. Just whatever you feel like, buddy. I'm like, good. Don't tell me to come in. I'll do it if I want to.
Adam, I'm glad you said that because I was a little worried this week because after you guys were on last week, this is 3 episodes, but they were on last week, right? It's crazy. This is going to throw me off. But after you guys were on, I hadn't heard from you too much, right? And I was a little worried that maybe I said something while you got your appearance that maybe pissed you off. And then Randy's like, no, Adam would tell you straight up if he was mad at you. And I'm like, I don't know. I get really insecure with my internet friends. So I'm glad to know that you were just busy and not you're not mad at me.
Why the fuck would I get mad at you, Rim? Look, internet's a serious business. I can't think of any time I've ever gotten actually mad at someone over the internet.
I threatened you once. That didn't make you mad?
No. Oh, I mean, if you were in my room and you took your shirt off at me, I might knock the taste out of your mouth. But
I can take it.
One day, Ray, we'll have Randy and Adam from Houston shirts off in a room, fucking, I don't know, either hugging, slapping, or beating the shit out of each other.
Or Indian leg wrestling.
There you go.
Thank you. Yeah. Is that the one where you're blindfolded?
I don't think I'm flexible enough for that.
No, where you like
start working
raise
out.
Your legs up and lock around the knees and you try to fling the other dude over.
Oh shit. That's intense. Wow. I got to tell you guys real quick is that I got into these fucking these mushrooms, not the good kind of mushrooms that you guys are thinking about, but fucking like lion's mane mushrooms with a cordyceps and the freaking turkey tail goddamn mushrooms, and I've been feeling great. All right, I started last week and they're kicking in. Like I feel sharp. It's fucking 10:17 at night. I was tired earlier. I feel
Do you make
great.
a tea out of it?
No, I do the chaga tea as well. I do chaga tea every night. And I just started taking like the lion's mane and stuff. Man, I feel sharp as a tack. So get yourself some goddamn genius mushrooms, some mushroom powder. Either that or I'm drunk already. I don't know. All right.
Shots.
RichDickman.com. I don't have anything to shot. RichDickman.com for all your Rich Dickman needs. All right. Click on the YouTube, the video content tab for all of our video stuff and subscribe to the YouTube channel. That'd be awesome. And check out, of course, our merchandise. Get the Eat the Rich t-shirt that is selling like hotcakes. We love that shirt. You get it. And it makes everybody happy. Producer Ryan designed that. My man, Producer Ryan. What's up, buddy? How you doing? Producer Ryan's moving to freaking back to Rhode Island. Ray, I don't know if I told you that. He's getting out of New York City. Thank God. And he's going to Rhode Island. So that'll be fun. Anyways, what are we doing tonight? Adam, how's things,
sir.
man? You guys just did episode 10. Well, just did. By the time everybody hears this, episode 10 of Who Gives a Shit will be out. All right. You had a guest on. And can I tell you something real quick? Because I didn't tell you before is that when I was doing the tracks, I had never heard your guest speak. So I had no idea what he talked like. So when I imported the track, he was like
you got fucked up because he impersonated CJ for the intro.
Well, there was that, but the track slowed down. Okay, for whatever reason, every time once in a while I import multiple tracks, one of them just gets really slow. So it was at maybe a quarter speed slower than it should have been. So it was very like, "Hi everybody, how are you tonight?" So I thought maybe it's some Southern kid with a slow Southern drawl. Then they realized, because the tracks weren't lining up right, I'm like, why is this shit all over the place? Oh, wait a second. Maybe the speed's wrong. So I re-import it into a new file, and I heard the real voice of your guest rabbit. So that was an adventure. I'm very talky tonight. I don't know. It's the mushrooms. So what's going on with Who Gives a Shit, Adam? How you guys doing over there?
Oh, it's going great. Still in the process of figuring out how we're going to do our Patreon and trying to get some scheduling things going on. CJ's about to get some major surgery in the not too distant future, so we're trying to see if we can make that really funny because he's getting major surgery. They're going to give him the good shit.
Oh yeah.
Oh damn.
Yeah. So he's trying to find a way so that he can get the nurses to set up his whole podcasting rig because he can't even really sit up while he's like that. And he's already got a speech impediment, and then he's going to be like on opiates and shit on top of it. So
it's a double
God. I'm going to be sitting there for like 4 hours putting this shit together.
Hey, he's also already got experience recording for 24 straight hours. Whether he's there or not, or knows about it or not, is fine. But he's already got that part, he's got that under his belt. So, I mean, it seems like a win-win
that story,
scenario.
Adam?
No, I don't know.
Have you heard this? No. When with CJ, when he was doing Holy Rollers, I was helping him out with that. And I had to get him to say, CJ, you need to get yourself some the recording software, Audacity and all that stuff, right? So I don't know if it was me or Randy that talked him through setting it up, but whatever happened, CJ tested it out and hit record and left it on record for the next 24 and a half hours. All right. Then he sent me the file, and I can't remember how I got the file. It was like either the test recording or the show was in it or something. I don't know. I ended up grabbing the clips of his mom's boyfriend talking to that stupid dog of theirs.
Oh yeah,
yeah. But I had 24 hours of CJ's house of people coming in and leaving, dropping groceries off, making dinner, the dog fucking running around, the boyfriend like talking to this dog like an asshole. Like, the whole goddamn life of CJ. Yeah. It was crazy. He just left it on. Just 24 hours of fucking audio. I'm like, why is this fucking file so big? It's like 6 gigs of audio. What the hell did he do?
Well, I mean, he's kind of retarded. I don't know what you want.
Oh, yep.
Like,
you gotta set your expectations in life properly. That's one thing I've learned. If you set your expectations low enough, you're never disappointed.
Yeah.
It's true.
Mm-hmm. But I love CJ, man.
CJ says it's kind of a conundrum. He's really bad with computers, even though he's half computer because of the wheelchair.
Big fan of him. Big fan of yours. Love your show.
About that.
Yeah. No, he's not. I learned that.
Cool dude. I just hang out with this guy on Discord, but he's really damn funny. And so both CJ and I like this guy a whole lot. So he's called into the Dick Show a couple of times, but I knew that he'd be good for the show. Like, I don't necessarily care. It doesn't have to be some big name. All I care about is if it's funny or not. And you never know, but the dude, uses they pronouns,
Who is this?
It's ma'am.
She sounds hideous.
Well, she's a guy, so yeah, that kind of situation. But he's not an asshole about it at all. You'd never even really he's totally cool. Like one of the
Wait, is it?
Who knew?
Hold on. Wait a second. He uses they pronouns and he did a CJ impersonation?
Yeah.
That doesn't mesh in my brain. Wow.
It's possible.
All types, man. All types.
That's proof that we're in a simulation.
No, good.
The timelines
got a sense of humor. Typically, people with they in the pronouns don't have sense of humor.
True.
If you're around the cool streams, he does what's known as a Rabitsky stream, where he puts on some mirrored aviator glasses and then puts on a Soviet hat and another Soviet hat on top of the Soviet hat and a balaclava, and we'll just start speaking at Russian at people. And man, he's really good at randomly dropping that, saying some random insult, rolling right back into it, and throwing on a bunch of different voices, and he will get a bunch of fucking rises out of people. It's pretty damn funny.
That's awesome.
Wish I could do voices.
Right. So speaking of other shows, Randy, were you doing Flow stuff earlier tonight?
No, his computer died. His computer took a shit. He updated it, and it couldn't update, so he had to reset it. So, I ended up playing Valheim for like an hour and a half instead. So, it was pretty great. It was pretty great. Well, next week maybe, before the show, we'll see. And Adam asked me to be on his podcast, so that'll be fun eventually one day. But on Valheim, I found a black forest that leads into a mountain. So I'm going to go search that mountain for a rune, try and find that fourth fucking boss so we can kill that fucking dragon and hang its head in our base.
Hell yeah.
Speaking of Valheim, I would like to thank Ray for setting up the Swampstead. As I imagine you did that, Ray, made the treehouse. And I made myself some fucking sweet-ass shit. I stole all your fucking iron. I made a battle axe, and I stole some of your silver. I made a silver shield.
The slowest weapon in the game.
Listen, you know what? I swung the battle axe by accident, and I broke the bellows next to the forge. Just fucking broke it. I had to rebuild it. I'm going to go after this. Listen,
I surprised you didn't knock down the tree and the whole tree house with it.
Almost. It's almost like, oh, shit. Like when I was putting together Who Gives a Shit, like I hopped in Valheim to check out a couple things, right? And I popped over I was checking out your portals that you guys set up, and I got to the fucking plains or whatever. I don't remember exactly. But I went out to explore to go get some stuff, and it goddamn these wispy things with long arms. They came and I killed a bunch of them, and all of a sudden a goblin ran up behind me and like stabbed me in the back and killed me. I'm like, motherfucker, this fucking goblin.
Those motherfuckers are relentless.
Yeah.
So I went back to go get my body, and the goddamn goblin was camping my corpse. Like, what the fuck?
Yep.
What kind of AI is this game? So I snuck around him. I got my shit, and he saw me. He started chasing me again. I didn't get dressed, or I hadn't put any of my stuff back on. So I ran back into the fort.
You can do it slow.
And then he started attacking the walls. So I'm like, you know what? Fuck this goblin. I'm going to fucking shoot arrows at him. So I built stairs and a platform, and I jumped up there to shoot arrows at the guy, and he came over. He broke a goddamn wall to the fort. I'm like, fuck this. So I got in the portal, and I left. I was like, fuck this game.
Like a bitch. I bet he tore down the fucking portal, and now we can't get back there.
If at first you don't succeed, run away.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not giving my shit up for this.
Ray killed a whole camp of them motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Because he's good at video games.
So what I did was to get all that iron, like I got all that iron and I was raking in that shit, dude. So I got so much of it. I got a full iron set, fully upgraded everything. And then the first goblin I came across, I was like, he hit me and I was like, wow, I'm not dead. This is great. So then I started just attacking all of them and I just went buck wild, dude. I was just going over there. It was like just, I don't know, like you got picked on in third grade and now you're in high school. So you go back to the third grade, you start shoving kids on the playground kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like,
that would be great.
Like, I'm finally a tough guy.
What kind of sociopathic shit is that? Although goblins are subhuman. Everyone watch Goblin Slayer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ray.
Sounds cool.
Ray, make me some iron armor to go with my battle axe. And let's just get together some night this week and just fucking slay some goblins. Because I'm so mad at the goblins. Like camping my corpse. Yeah. That's fucking bullshit.
Wait,
it's a single player game.
Isn't that the slowest weapon in the game?
Well, maybe. Maybe it is, but I don't care.
It hurts
Chop
a
the
lot
goddamn
when you
head
hit
off.
with it.
Come here, goblin. I am coming to chase you down.
Need to get you a Frostnir, man. That thing's
do a Dex build, man.
Yeah. We gotta get Adam into some Valheim because Freddie made you guys a boat and then he disappeared. We gotta get Adam to get in there.
Yeah, anytime.
Ain't got the time, man. Ain't got the time. Really, what I'm waiting for is Darktide. You ever played Vermintide, a Warhammer game?
Oh.
No.
Nope.
Well, it's kind of like Left 4 Dead, only a lot more swords and like maces and shit like that. A lot more melee in it, and it's satisfying melee. Like every other game does not compare to this game.
That's one thing Valheim does well. Combat. Yeah.
But there's a game coming out called Darktide, and it's like that, only instead of fantasy Warhammer, it's 40K Warhammer. And I'm like,
oh.
Yeah.
Space Marines and shit.
Yeah.
Oh.
And orcs.
Nice. That sounds awesome.
That's all I remember about Warhammer 40K.
Here. Fucking video game talk. Hell yeah. Let's start marketing to the Valheim audience, Ray. Let's do World of Valheim. Valheim Think Tank. We can fucking
There's only one Valheim podcast out there. We need to just rebrand. Pivot. We'll pivot.
Oh, shit. Maybe we'll just we'll talk about Valheim every episode. We'll make it a almost Valheim podcast for people to listen to the rest of our bullshit.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Put it in the very end. Just the last 5 minutes.
Hey, they had 6 million downloads their first month, so they got an audience.
We'll get, the Valheim podcast did? 6 million downloads?
No. Valheim itself sold 6 million units in its first month.
Oh, okay.
So there's an audience.
So what we'll do, we'll give them a little
Reddit is
Valheim
popping
talk
off.
at the beginning, and then we'll give the fucking at the end. All right, and they have to listen the whole middle to get through it all. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Ray, start formatting
Honey
that.
dick 'em.
We're going to do this next week.
Okay, I already got it. It's really simple. You call the new podcast the Ultimate Valheim Podcast. So people are like, oh wow, that sounds pretty good. And then
for
You
sure.
can call it Uvula.
the first episode, all you do is just spout a bunch of bullshit, but super cool sounding. Like we have industry insiders. We know a bunch of developers. I mean, you just start naming all those
tweeted them
bullshit.
once.
You have literally, none of that. But it's like a 5-10 minute episode of all the cool stuff you're going to be able to tell them. Like we know all the hacks. We know all the secret locations. We know all the secret bosses. Just a bunch of random bullshit. And then every
It's a
episode after that,
procedurally
just
generated
a couple
game. The
minutes.
bosses are
But
all
yeah,
hidden.
but you get a whole. I mean, you will get so many downloads initially. They'll tail off real quick when people find out you're full of shit. But at least you get a you know.
Enough
Ray, would you like
downloads
to
to
note
sell
this
ads.
episode?
That's all we need.
and
Enough
sell some
downloads
ads
initially
initially,
to sell some ads. This podcast brought to
Yeah.
you by the AEW Casino app. Casino game from AEW Games. It's built by Karma Games. You go in there, you get to play Texas Hold'em. You got blackjack. You got slot machines. You got anything you want. Brandy Rhodes and Sting are on the fucking front panel. I'm just saying. AEW
Get in
Casino.
there.
I have 100
code
million
TRDS.
chips. I'm rich.
Check us. Look at you. You're rich, bitch.
I log in
All
every
right.
day just to get the free chips. They're probably
So I was
stealing my
making
data.
dinner. I was making dinner tonight, all right? I made some fried rice. You can watch a video of me making fried rice on our YouTube channel. But I was making fried rice.
good.
The wife's like, because the wife is like gotten into tofu. Have you guys ever had Ray? You've probably had tofu out in California, right?
It's not. Yeah, it's it's not something you
It's
can.
fucking nothing.
unacceptable.
Yeah, fuck
Yeah.
that.
It's tasteless. It's shaped in a square, all right? But I'm learning how to
Time to
make
shop
tofu
divorce
because you know what?
attorneys.
I'm a
Oh wait,
I'm a
that's too
good goddamn
expensive.
husband,
Never mind.
and it's fun to learn new
Only time I
things. So
ever
I'm learning
ate
how to make
was in
tofu.
Fable.
So I've managed to make tofu where I can make really crispy squares of tofu, and they taste good initially until you bite into it and actually taste the tofu, which tastes like nothing. But the wife likes it, okay? So anyways, I made fried rice with shrimp and tofu in it, okay? And while I'm frying this fucking tofu, I'm frying the tofu, the cornstarch, peanut oil, and I splash up I burned the shit out of my finger. Like I fucking cooked my goddamn finger.
Oh, I cut my
That
finger
one
the
right
other
there.
day on a beer case. Yeah, look at that.
Sucks, right? Finger injuries are the worst. So I cooked my finger, and I started thinking to myself, man, I wonder what that would taste like. So I asked my kids. I said, "Hey, kids, what do you think? What do you think a person tastes like?"
Oh,
And they looked at me like,
Rich or poor?
Fuck are you? What, how,
Yeah, that escalated quickly.
Because I know what a rich person tastes like. Because of course, eat the rich.
"We eat the rich, yeah."
They're delicious.
And I asked them, I said, "What do you think? What do you think a person tastes like? Do you think they're beefy, or is it kind of like pork, like the other white meat? You know what I'm saying?" And they didn't really know. Then I started explaining to them I met a guy once.
They
I
didn't
worked for the
know.
guy for a couple of weeks.
Of course, hopefully
Yeah, of course
they didn't
they
know. If they did know, you have a fucking problem.
I said, I've heard that dog
Jeffrey Dahmer kids.
tastes like the beefiest beef you could have, like a very beefy beef. That's what dog tastes like. And cats don't taste very well, very good.
I disagree. Chinese restaurants do a very good job with cats.
Yeah, they mask the flavor.
do.
Yeah.
Yeah, with MSG. As long as there's MSG in it, it's fine.
So let me
Randy, we got an
let me
Asian
just
hate
pose
crime
this
problem.
question.
You can't be saying that these days.
yeah, I'm
Yeah,
offended.
you got to be ease up,
I'm-
Randy.
I'm offended.
okay?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
make fun
Sorry,
of
Ray.
make fun of the Latinos. That's still acceptable. You can't do Asians.
Yeah.
Anyways,
fuck Spanish rice. Sorry.
What?
I had to make that shit at Taco Bell. I had to make that shit at Taco Bell, and it's really hard. You got to put like 2 cups of bun water in there, and then it sticks to the side of the pan. Then you got to wash that fucking pan, even though they had the little fucking sink that washed the shit for you. I was only there 3 months, but it was hell. It was hell. It was not worth $10 an hour. Sorry.
I'm sorry you had to experience that.
So when you
If
make
somebody
this
put a
fried
plate,
rice rim, did you make the rice previously and let it sit in the refrigerator overnight?
no, God, why would I do that?
It relaxes the Ram. I thought you were the cooking one here. You're really disappointing me right now.
No, he just knows how to season
Adam-
things to
fried
taste.
rice because you're really fucking slacking right now, man. I'm
I make-
disgusted.
He's calling you out.
I can't believe you.
you know what, Adam? I don't have time to think of what I'm making tomorrow. Okay, I don't know what I'm making today. It kind of just happens.
Don't make excuses.
Yes, Ikra.
All right. You know what? Fuck you. Okay, fuck you. I'm gonna refrigerate my goddamn rice. Fuck you guys. No,
Rim?
I make the rice, and then while the rice is what?
Rim, calm down.
Yeah. Okay, I'm calm. I'm good.
Get
All right.
Talk to Adam that way.
While the rice is doing its thing, I'm chopping up the vegetables, right? I'm getting the eggs ready. I'm fucking getting all my sauces and seasonings going. Like
There's eggs and fried rice?
Chopping up the shrimp. What?
Fuck yeah.
Huh.
Or
Yeah.
how much
Every
egg
day.
do you put in your fried rice?
I use 2 eggs. I don't
That's
make it
a
too
lot.
eggy. I use 2 eggs.
Oh, okay.
How many cups of rice is it? What's the ratio?
It's I do a cup and a half of rice. I have 4 people I have to feed, right?
Yeah.
Some people would say
I'm
5.
Really disappointed that you guys aren't asking the Asian, the expert on rice, how to actually cook it. But you know what? Continue. Just continue.
Aren't you only
Ray, I'm
a
really
quarter
interested.
expert?
Sorry. And you found out late. Like, it's really hard for you to claim it whenever you find out late. That's like me finding out that my fucking dead dad was like 25%
Randy,
Hey,
Filipino.
facts are facts. Facts are facts.
Yeah.
you're being a little judgmental there, okay? We have to love our Asian brothers and sisters, and Ray is an Asian brother.
Yeah.
Rim,
Yeah.
really? You're going to call me judgmental? With the way that you talk about Jules every goddamn week on this podcast?
Fuck
You're going
Jules.
to call me judgmental. Fucking Randy.
Fuck Jules.
Yeah, you just
Randy
talked
is
about
chill
the
as
Mexican
fuck.
rice.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
That shit's awesome.
Unless if it's a Toro Loco. I like Toro Loco's rice.
The question I was trying to get to is, if somebody put a plate of dog meat in front of you, would you eat it? Because I would. Fuck it. Yeah.
If
all right.
if I
Adam
knew
should
it
know.
was, probably not. But the fact of the
When
matter
in
is,
Rome.
there's so many meats. Like if you, speaking of Chinese food, they do a lot of those that are breaded. You go to a lot of these places, the chicken's all the same. They just put a different sauce on it, kind of like chicken wings. Where if they did something like that, where it's breaded and sauced, you have no idea. And then when you start eating it, I guarantee you don't know the difference. You wouldn't.
Yeah.
No.
So
I
in
mean,
that
hell,
case,
today I had microwavable General Tso's chicken. I microwaved it for 5 minutes and ate it. It was a little too spicy for me. Oh, how do you say it, Ray?
General So. Okay.
General Tso's. I call it Sal's.
Well,
I'm from fucking
learn the Chinese
nowhere, Ohio. Ooh.
from the expert.
Nope. Okay, China hasn't taken over America yet, motherfucker.
A couple years.
It's
a couple years
not
and they
even
will.
Chinese.
Don't worry.
It's an American dish. Like,
Hey, but you find it at Chinese restaurants, Adam.
yes, you do,
Yeah.
but those are also Americanized.
So
I mean,
you-
And they're
I would-
clearly a front for the
Semantics.
fucking
Semantics.
Chinese mob. What's that called? The
triads.
The triads. Thank you. Because like you go in there and it's clearly people who, are just trying to earn their freedom from the triads. They got their local business and they have to work there for 10 years to pay off their debt. Then they get to go be free and go to our colleges and shit and get into Harvard. Harvard, though, now is racist against Asians because they won't let them in because they're too smart.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
that's
got
the
rejected
real
so many
Asian hate
times.
crime right there.
That is.
Yeah, I got rejected,
worked their whole
and not
goddamn life.
because of my grades, but definitely because before I knew it, they knew that I was Asian.
But you know why?
They got to open source to 23andMe, and they know they don't want people lying to them about not being Asian.
Yeah, an open source. They literally consult with them before making any decisions on admittance to the college. I love it. Yeah.
Yeah, but the only reason Asians are good at math is that their numbers are less syllables than ours, so they can hold more in their read memory. So, like,
Less
come on,
syllables.
They got better
Yeah.
compression. That's what you're saying.
exactly. Like they can store more numbers in their head. Like I can only store about 5 before I'm fucking confused. They can go up to 10 because all of ours are 1, 2, 3. Like it's 2 syllables. All theirs is just do, and they know what the fuck they're doing.
Racist as fuck.
You pronounce
Randy.
those perfectly.
Jesus Christ.
You're
I
learning.
know.
You're coming around,
I went to
Randy.
karate. Ich, ni. Oh, that's Japanese.
Hana.
Son.
Hana.
She, go. Roku.
karate.
Shishi.
I
Hashi.
did karate
Kuju.
too.
Damn,
I'm pretty cool.
What's funny is Randy's trying to diffuse the benevolent racism and then call Asians not really that smart to begin with, which I guess is progressive.
Yes, I'm very progressive with my fucking beard and hair.
All right.
Look how long this hair is. I'm a hippie now. I can't even fit it in frame. Look at that shit.
But long story short, I never eat a dog because, to quote Jules Winfield, dog has personality.
Yeah. Hey, want to hear one more quick Asian thing that's pretty funny?
Wait, Ray?
So the neighbors.
He just called out Jules Winfield and you didn't say anything?
That's me. I know.
Yep.
That's me. I'm black.
Or a character from Pulp Fiction. Yeah.
That's
From
Ray.
the waist
That's Ray's
down,
Twitter
right,
handle.
Ray?
Yeah, that's my Twitter handle.
Can I say that still, that you're black from the waist down? Or is that...
Yeah, you can say that. It's fine. No, it's a
'cause it's
compliment,
true.
so you can say it.
So check this out. So when we found out that we're Asian, and my dad half Asian, right? Due to the neighbors. Now he grew up with his best friend being one of the neighbors, whose
And his
last
brother.
name,
Half-brother.
I'm trying not to dox him, but is Yu. And growing up, my dad and his buddy had this joke that when his buddy grew up, he was going to name his kid, so his middle initial was F. So his name would be like something F-U. Yeah. And sure enough,
This is wrestling podcast I
that
listened
kid,
to with a Cantonese guy.
he was
His
my
name is
sister's
Wei T.
age. And during graduation, they made sure to say his middle name at the high school. It was pretty good. They actually like made sure that he said it. So it was I won't say his full name because I don't want to dox him, but so and so F-U. It was fun walking across the stage.
Nice.
It's fun. It's fun stuff.
All right, so Chris O.C. sent me a thing earlier in the week. All right, and it's I put the link in the notes, you guys. If somebody, I should probably put
What?
it in
Rim,
the,
you're cutting out. What?
Am I cutting? Hello?
No, I'm just fucking with you, buddy.
Got him. Got him.
Okay, I'm putting this in the chat. All right, thank you. So this is a tweet that Chris O.C. sent me, and this is from at Warrior Princess. My brother is doing a diversity training at work, and this is one of the slides. So let me read this slide to you, okay? This is from somebody who's diversity training at their
I'll
work.
mute.
Case study number 3, ethnic stereotype. Michael clocks out for lunch from his post on the Upper East Side of Manhattan and sits down to eat in the employee lounge. Another security professional, Cindy, is just finishing up her lunch and notices that Michael has a small sandwich and a bag of apple slices. She exclaims, "Hey, what kind of Italian are you? This is the smallest sandwich I've ever seen. Throw some meat on that bread or bust out some pasta and gravy, you big paisan. You're gonna be starved by the end of your shift." How do you think this makes Michael feel? Is Cindy implying that Michael needs to eat more food because he is Italian? Do you think Cindy's comment could have offended others in the employee lounge?
She should have just went all the way and called him Fredo.
Needs more meat on that sandwich.
What happened to
anybody
Ray?
could be offended.
Yeah, anybody could be offended. That's the thing. It's like we're in the world now where anybody can be offended at anything. So fuck it. Say what the hell you want.
Wait a minute. I think they're trying to hit you with an okie doke. Really, they're trying to get you not to fat shame people because there's a bunch of fat
That's
chicks
right.
that wrote this, but they're trying to hide it in racism. I'm onto your fucking game.
Yeah, you know what, Adam? And you lead me into where I really wanted to go with this. Like, who the fuck is writing this thing? Because think about it. When you're writing diversity training, you can't do the obvious shit. All right. You can't be like, "Hey, is that a Jamaican beef patty you're eating? Or are you just happy to see me?" You can't do that stuff. You have to make up bullshit like this, like the Italian people.
Crazy.
Who the fuck? What kind of Italian? And I'm an Italian person. I've never met an Italian person who's offended at fucking anything. They're like, hey, fuck you. That's how it is.
It's a
So
me,
who's
a
sitting there
Mario.
writing this shit? Exactly. I beat the shit out of a kid for using that terminology.
We did
Where'd
that
Ray
before.
go?
It doesn't matter. I can see Valheim, and that makes me happy.
Yeah.
My penis grew 3 sizes this day.
So Adam makes a good point. It is the
4 whole inches.
socially oppressed female who wrote this, isn't it? Because ain't no dude of any nationality writing this bullshit.
That's not how people would try to harmfully stereotype Italian people. Like,
No.
you would come in with a nice car or something. Like, let's say some Italian dude bought a new car and then drove it to work. You go, oh, hey, did you get the mob to steal that for you? Like that. That's
Exactly.
about the only
Yes.
thing
Make
that
fun
would
of him
work.
for having a really long but thin dick, like a baguette.
Yeah. Yeah, with a mushroom head on top. Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking
My
of,
friend
I was
Arthur
watching.
showed me his dick once, and it was really, really long and really thin. He's Italian.
I was
that was
watching
weird.
a time lapse growing video of magic mushrooms, and,
Yeah.
and those things look like penises. That's weird. That's really weird. But yeah, no, if you're making fun of Italian, you go right for the mob shit. You don't be like, hey, paisan, throw another goddamn piece of pasta in your fucking gut, you fucking bitch. No, nobody
Do
gives a
Italians
shit.
hate being called Fredo, or am I making that up?
You're making that up. No, it's never a thing I've ever heard in my life. Just that asshole on fucking CNN.
Oh, Arthur
gets upset at
hated
being
it,
called
man.
Fredo.
I think it's like
He's still $200
the
for me,
BS
though, so
Italian
fucking-
accent might offend him. Really, it wouldn't offend him, but if he did it enough, it would just get annoying. And that's just
Yeah.
being an asshole. Like, I don't
Right.
know what the point is for this whole diversity. Like, I don't know how these chicks con their way into getting some money out of this. Like, who actually, like, why do people buy into this? Have there been any
Yeah.
studies to show that this shit is effective at all? Like,
No, of course not. Of course, there's no studies in that because that would kill the narrative. Listen, if you're going to do diversity training, do fucking real diversity training. Let's talk about like what the real issue is. Nobody's making fun of Italians. Okay, let's just be honest. Nobody's making fun of Italian people. All right, they're not making fun of Irish people. They're not making fun of fucking Canadian. Well, I'm making fun of Canadian people because Canadian
People make fun of my brown nipples,
I
man.
mean, I make fun of Canadians all the time. They're,
Yeah,
they're
fuck
gross.
Canadians.
They got flappy heads. They think they're people.
Yeah.
And really, they're just America's hat.
Listen,
Yeah.
I sat across the table from a 50-something-year-old guy who tried to tell me and my black female partner that there was a big difference between the N-word using the A and the R. Let's do some real goddamn diversity training and teach all people.
Yeah.
No, none of those are good to use. Not
It's
a
only
single
okay
one.
if you're singing a rap song in your head.
And yeah,
Sorry.
exactly
Gotta clarify.
right. And even then, unless it's DMX telling you to do it,
Well,
and DMX is dead now. Rest in
I
peace.
do use the N-word with an A. It is in my vernacular, but you'll never hear me say it because I only use it with other people that I knew from the streets, and it's a street term. If I'd done dirt with you and we were on that level and we know we can cut for one another, that's when that gets
Right.
into the fold. And it's a real touchy thing. And I would only use it around like my type of crew. It's something that's bestowed upon you if you're white. And that's what it is.
Right. If you're a 50-something-year-old dude in a position of authority, you should not
You'll
be
never
using
get
that
it.
word
Yeah.
at all. Never. Okay, that's the diversity training we need to do, not this bullshit. Hey, how do you think it makes this
Don't be
Italian
Papa
guy
John's
feel
daughter.
that he's got to eat more pasta? Yeah.
Don't say the N-word on a conference call about during diversity training.
Yeah.
You'll lose your
Or
company. And you'll have to
or
go
Paula
on TikTok
Deen.
and be fucking pathetic and trying to get
and-
followers.
man,
Don't
I've
Paula
heard
Deen
some-
it.
I've heard some old people say some crazy racist ass shit, not realizing that they're doing it. Like the worst one that I hear is some old dude going, well, there's a big difference between using the N-word, an N-word and a black person. And I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
what the
Yeah.
fuck? What the fuck is that, man?
That's fucking fucked up. Goddamn. I did a little Patreon bonus on my way home last week. And I was just telling
I still got to
message
listen
here.
to that.
Don't be an asshole. Like, it's so easy to not be an asshole. Don't be an asshole. We could solve
Right.
so many problems by just not being an asshole. I don't know why that's difficult. Hey, Ray, welcome back. We were just talking about the N-word.
Oh, yeah. I was just yelling at a bunch while my microphone was muted.
Perfect.
Yeah.
While I hope that my microphone was muted. Sorry. Let me rephrase.
We
guys
will
You're
didn't
the
hear
one
that, did
editing
you?
tonight. No, you'll be able to delete it. Don't worry. It'll just be on
Yeah, I
the
can
I'll
just
be
edit that
video.
out.
Hey, Shadow.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say the N-word.
God damn. All right. Do we have anything else to get into? We got some thinking with your Dickman. We got some non-J name this week. Let's see. What do I have? Eating
Isn't
dogs.
there a bumper?
I got everything. Boom. Yeah, there is. I'm just making sure I'm all caught up on what I needed to do before we did any of this stuff. But yeah, let's get some thinking with your Dickman.
You want segments? We've got segments. It's Thinking with Your Dickman.
All right, Ray. You see it in there?
Yes.
All right, get in there.
Oh,
Go
boy.
for it.
Dear The Rich Dickman Show, I am in need of some answers. I've been listening to the show for a hot minute now, and I've grown quite fond of Sir Zero. His voluminous hair and beard, along with the... Sorry, I read that wrong. His voluminous beard, along with the thickness of his hair, is just astonishing.
So thick.
It definitely makes up for Ray and Rem not having enough. I'm just saying. Anyways, I keep hearing about this Mr. Rich Dickman. Who is this, and how do I find him? I've been searching high and low, and every time I search for Dickman on the internet, it doesn't end up well, especially when I do it at work. Let's just say a certain department is not happy about my search history. Anyways, I need Mr. Dickman to show up, otherwise I'm out of here. Randy's hair is not enough for me to stick around. When will I get the answers I am looking for? P.S. I also need to know about Jules. Who is this, in quotes, Jules, Jewels, person, and how do I find him, her, or it? Hashtag looking for answers, not dick pics. Sincerely, Jasmine.
Wow. Okay, so let's start with the last question first. All right. The only Jules you need to concern yourself with, audience, is Jules Jade, Jewels. Okay, a fitness porn
What about
star.
Jules Winfeld on Twitter?
Well, we'll get there, but the only one really new is Jules Jade, and she is gorgeous and she's amazing. And and yeah. As for the other Jules, just listen to Torn Think Tank episodes 1 through 114. You learn all about Jules. And you might be a Jules fan or you might be a Rem fan, but you're not probably going to be a both fan. Just ask Maddie from Australia.
I'm both. I'm a fan of both. Is that okay?
You know what, Randy? No, you're not. Okay, no, you're not. You're not a fan of the internet DJ.
Let me throw a hypothetical at you, Rem.
Yeah,
Let's say
go ahead.
that someone listens to the podcast and they love it, and then they happen to run into Jules and have like a fling or something like that, and then
it could happen.
And they just kind of would casually hang out. They don't hang out all the time, but they left on good terms and shit like that. And then after the fact, they learn about the whole interplay between y'all. What can they like both at that point?
Exactly, Adam. Thank you.
Is this a real hypothetical, Adam, or did you fucking meet Jules like last week?
In Minnesota, where they're writing.
It's a hypothetical. No. I'm trying to figure out if it's possible.
Yeah, no, Liz. Okay, no, it's possible. You can like Jules and you can like Rem. Jules offers something, Rem offers something. It's fine. I don't care if people still have fans of Jules. I don't give a shit. I just think she's ridiculous. That's all. She, in my opinion, she's just a big phony. She's just a big phony. That's it. You know, she always got on me during Torn Think Tank. Yeah, she always got on me for not being honest. You know, about what's going on in my real life and stuff. But I mean, she's just a big. It's fine, whatever. I don't care. Jules. Okay, so real answer. Jules is my old co-host from Torn Think Tank. If you want to know all about the story, episode 39 of the Rich Dickman Show kind of explains it, and we get back into it for episode. Was it 113, 114, 115 around there, Ray?
It's basically every episode room.
No, it's not.
At least 15 minutes of every episode.
You were going off on it one time in one of the episodes that I was in, where I'm like, "Oh my god, what the hell?"
Yeah, that was personal experience.
For the internet drama. It worked for
130.
Dick Masterson. Like, no, it was the heel turn that worked for Dick Masterson. Come on, man.
Listen,
who's Dick Masterson?
Fucking, you don't.
Never heard of her.
You can't do
Rich Dickman's nephew.
Oh.
We'll talk about him in a second.
That makes sense.
Listen, you can't do a podcast detailing your history in podcasting and then get all the facts wrong. Okay? I got to just straighten you out. All right? Because you don't start podcasting without old Rem Dickman. All right? That never happens if I don't say, hey, I want to do a podcast, and then you invite yourself onto the podcast. All right? I never once asked her to be my co-host. She decided she was my co-host. And I was like, all right, fine. Fuck it. It's fine. All right. Now, as for the other question, who is Rich Dickman? Rich Dickman is the greatest human being that ever lived. All right? Yeah. Rich Dickman gave me a new life in podcasting. Okay, Rich Dickman brought me and Huel back together. He's like, listen, if you're going to do a podcast, you got to do it with Huel. And I'm like, all right, well, I don't know if he's going to do it, but he did. He did. And then because of Rich Dickman, we did the show, and then I met Ray. All right. And then Randy came back in my life. Okay. Because Randy, I don't know if anybody knows this, but I saved Randy's life many years ago on Torn Think Tank when Randy was like, I don't know what to do with my life. I'm like, yo, motherfucker, go for a walk. Go for a walk and feel better about yourself. And Randy then became a manager at Papa John's. All right.
No,
look at him now.
General manager.
General manager. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Randy was all sad and shit. And I'm like, go for a walk. Get
on
your shit
salary
together.
and
Randy,
with a bonus, Rim. No
Yeah,
fucking
Randy
benefits,
went-
but I had a salary and a bonus.
Listen,
That was the
you got to
days.
start somewhere. Randy went for a walk. He got his shit together, and look at him now. Look,
Walking
he's
tall.
handsome as fuck. He's got great hair, got a great beard, nice sunglasses. Like you
They
just
have
said
to
it
use
in your
thinning
email, so-
shears on this. Thinning shears when I get it cut.
Yeah,
That's
God,
how
they probably
thick
have
it
to-
is.
they have to sharpen it after each cut as well. God damn,
Goddamn
man.
right.
Yeah, but Rich Dickman is a philanthropist. All right, he's a philanthropist. He's bringing people together, and he decided that he wanted me to launch this podcast with him and call it the Rich Dickman Show. And he didn't give me the official hosting title until episode 54 when Ray started. Yep. So Rich Dickman's a good
I
guy.
have a theory.
You'll never see him in the podcast.
Rich Dickman is
go
Dick
ahead.
Gates.
Rich Dickman convinced Donald Trump to run for president. I mean, this dude's a really busy guy. You don't find him,
Twice.
he finds you.
Yep.
Exactly. Yep. Thank
And
you.
he's Bill Gates. I'm not saying, but I'm just saying. It's Bill Gates.
Definitely no. He's not inserting microchips in your vaccines. Okay. Rich
Nope,
Dickman
it's
wants
Bill
you
Gates,
to make
man.
your own
You'll never
choice.
convince me otherwise.
Yeah, Rich Dickman's so badass, he uses a live rattlesnake as a condom.
Yeah.
Goddamn right.
Yeah. And he spits the venom out of his mouth. He just sucks it in. He's right. Yeah, bitch.
That's impressive.
There you go. Yeah. Rich Dickman brought fucking Who Gives a Shit together. Okay. He gets their shit out every week. All right. And I say shit in the most loving way possible, Adam. Please don't take that as an insult. All right. Look at Ray. Look at Ray is a fucking California McMansionaire over there because of Rich Dickman. Okay. He's the world's greatest philanthropist. Yeah. And Randy's getting there too. So,
Yeah.
You'll never
Randy
hear
used to
from
be
him,
able to
but you never
afford
meet
weed,
him.
but now he can't because of Rich Dickman. So
Rich Dickman
my new
encourages the
contract
weed
is
use.
shitty.
Yeah,
I went from executive
I
producer
need
to
you to get your
executive
life
producer
together.
for free.
Start drinking liquor and stop smoking
Yes.
weed. So you
Exactly.
can wreck your life in a different way, and then we'll flip it back on you, and then you can rebuild it.
Yeah, exactly.
Life is
Exactly.
all about destroying what you have and then rebuilding. Like for me, anyways, you know, because I mean, I don't talk about this a lot, but I am a huge advocate for mental illness because I have one, and so like I go through these cycles where I just build up a life, and then I go through a cycle where I just fucking destroy it all, and then I rebuild it again. And that happens about every 5 years. So that's why by 20, I had a house, bought a new car, got married, and had a kid. By 25, I lost it all but the kid. And the child support has
Oh
been
shit!
hitting me
So
ever
you're
since.
31, so you're about to like lose us now, Randy. I don't want that to happen.
No. I lost that beforehand. That happened at work. I told my boss to take a shit in the quiet room. Somehow I
okay.
maintained having a job there, though.
Oh,
Yeah, dude. And then I also thought I had this like crazy, I thought I figured out the simulation and I wrote all these formulas on my fucking door. And then I thought that I could help people get pregnant through dreams. It was pretty wild. And I built these fucking like multi-layered escape rooms.
Ray.
So whenever somebody came to take me to the hospital, they had to fucking go through, like, I was like, I want to play a game. And they were like, what the fuck, Randy? And I was like, it's okay. And then they fucking came through and got me and got through my mess. And then I did a front flip down
Ray.
the stairs. It was fucking crazy.
Why aren't you doing bonus episodes every fucking week with Randy? Jesus Christ, I can't be doing everything. Okay, god damn, you got his sister in your goddamn hard drive. Ray, get your shit together.
She's on way
I
more
would if
drugs
I
than
wasn't
am.
editing so many episodes.
I forgot to take Adderall for this. I'll be right back. One second.
We're back to normal next week. All right, let's get. Thank you, Jasmine, for writing in. You can send all your Thingamaboo Dickman questions richdickmanshow@gmail.com, or you can call the voicemail 860-316-4776. But we got a dick of the week to get to. There goes an Adderall.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time to introduce this week's finalists for Dick of the Week. And here's our
20 minutes
first nominee.
fucking racing. All right, so this comes to us from a friend of the show, Svensson. And if you're looking, oh shit, I just lost it. Hey, Adam, if you're looking for a guess on Who Gives a Shit, you'll love Svensson. But here we go. The headline here: Burger King customer mad about wait time opens fire in drive-through. Tennessee cops say. And there's a picture of the gentleman firing into the drive-thru.
We've all been
Police
there,
in
right?
Tennessee.
We've all been
Police
there.
in
Come on.
Tennessee. Ray,
Mine
put
was
the
a
link in
Taco
the
Bell.
chat, please, while I read. This is from April 2nd, 2021. Police in Tennessee are looking for a woman, accused of shooting into a Burger King drive-thru window earlier this week. Surveillance footage from a Burger King on Winchester Road in Memphis appears to show a woman with a black handgun firing into the drive-thru window on Tuesday, the Memphis Police Department said. Upon arriving on the scene, officers were advised that a female customer got angry regarding the wait time to be served at the drive-thru window, police said. The woman was reportedly in the passenger seat of a mid-size four-door gray sedan before she got out of the car and walked up to the window. According to law enforcement officials, that's when a verbal altercation ensued. Video surveillance shows the suspect retrieve a black handgun from the vehicle, extend her upper body through the drive-thru window, and fire several shots at Burger King workers, police said. The workers escaped through a back door, and no one was hurt. Police said the woman returned to her car and left. A man was reportedly driving. Anyone information about the woman's identity has to call the Crime Stoppers at 901-528-2274 to report an anonymous tip. Tips can also be submitted online at Crime Stop Mem. Oh, Memphis. Okay. It's like Crime Stop Men. Like, what the fuck? CrimeStopMem.org by using the mobile app when you search for P3 tips. You get a reward of $1,000 if they arrest this bitch. And that's right. I said bitch. Who the fuck does that? Now, I know who the fuck does that. Because let me tell you something. I went to a Dunkin'. It's not Dunkin' Donuts anymore. It's a Dunkin'. You guys know what Dunkin' is? The fucking coffee place.
Mm-hmm. America runs
Donuts?
on it. Yeah.
Okay, that's right. So it was in the afternoon. I was a little tired. It's like, you know what? I would like an iced
They're
latte.
sponsored.
It'd be delicious caramel iced latte brought to you by Dunkin' Donuts. Get your delicious Dunkin' iced latte today with whole milk. And so I go to the drive-thru. It's a
Get
brand
your
new one that
munchkins
opened
that
up.
they never have. Yeah.
And there was like 4 cars ahead of me. I'm like, all right, this won't be too bad. Like, I really don't feel like waiting, but whatever. It was 25 minutes before I got to the window to get my goddamn fucking latte. It was 25 fucking minutes. So I totally understand this bitch pulling out a gun and shooting in there, because what the fuck are they doing? And I realized what it was. I realized what the holdup was. It was the person at the window serving, like handing you your shit. Right? It took her fucking forever to scan my little app to get my goddamn Dunkin' points. All right. And then she's like, my goddamn latte is standing right behind her, sitting right fucking behind her. And she's just like chilling out. Like, yeah, man, whatever. Just hanging out here at Dunkin', just doing my thing. Instead of, bitch, just give me goddamn latte so I can get the fuck out of here and the next person can go. Like, what are you doing? Totally get it. Now, add to that a lot of people have been offered a lot of money to stay home and not work during this pandemic, and nobody wants to go back to work because unemployment is so profitable right now. All right. And you're going to get these delays. You're going to get a lot of delays in the drive-through lines and low wage jobs and all that other bullshit. And $15 an hour is not going to save these fucking places either. Let me tell you what. So this is a thing. Shooting people is not a good idea, though. Please don't shoot people. Look what happened to Adam. Adam didn't even shoot the guy, and he ended up in prison. All right. He just fired his gun off a few times.
What are you talking about? I did shoot the guy.
Yeah, he shot him.
Oh, you hit him?
Yeah,
I can't
twice.
remember.
I shot him
the
in the
hip?
side.
Side.
I shot twice on the ground, and when he was running back, and it looked like he was going to whip around on me, I shot him in the side.
But he only shot him once.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I shot him.
And Adam ended up in
once.
prison.
They gave me
One-
You could have
$4
shot him a
for it.
bunch more times. Give him
One
2 warning
shot.
shots.
yeah. I mean, you could end up on this podcast in a couple of years, sure, but like you don't want to go to prison.
Also, be the top patron and show up every week, and you can end up on the podcast. It's a foolproof plan. So,
That's right. That's right. Yeah, Adam, as an ex-con, what do you think about shooting into a drive-through window?
That is a terrible fucking idea. So first off, every single person that's inside of that place, she can get an aggravated assault charge for each person there, because she's liable to have a ricochet or just be in the line of fire, like anything like that. So if there's 3 people in the back, if that was in Texas, you're looking at 6 to 30 aggravated. And so you're going to serve a mandatory minimum of 15 for that shit. Actually, no, I take that back. That's 6 to 60. With the and if she gets maximum sentence, it's a mandatory minimum of 30 years.
Yeah,
And
she didn't even shoot anybody. She
not a
just
good
fired
idea.
a bunch of shit at the.
No, I'll
at the
tell you
oven.
who is the dick of the week
fuck?
in this thing. Whoever the hell chose this shitty ass security
Svensson.
camera, because I cannot tell what fucking gun that is. And normally I'm pretty good about
It's an
this
airsoft gun.
shit. She shot. She fired.
I think it's Burger King because they say have it your way.
I mean,
what if my way is to shoot
whack
people?
ass gun because of the trigger guard, like a Springfield XD, but it has an open hammer, so that can't be it. Like, I have no idea what the fuck this whack ass thing
probably
is. It
3D
would be a
printed it
Beretta
right
that didn't
before
have the
this.
front barrel hacked off. And,
What do you guys
it
think
looks
she
like a
ordered?
9mm, though.
Like
Dean's nuts.
what order at what order at Burger King would piss you off so much you had to wait for it? Like, it's got to be like a chicken sandwich or some shit, right? Some fries or double cheeseburger with bacon.
It's
like,
that 2 for $5 Whopper deal, man. You gotta add cheese though for 40 cents. Fuck Burger King and their goddamn Whoppers where you gotta add your own fucking cheese and it's 40
That's
extra
bullshit.
cents. I like
Yeah, that's
McDonald's
fucking
where they
bullshit.
give you the cheese whether you want it or not. You have to, if you don't want cheese, you still get it. All right?
Yeah,
There's somebody
I
suing
kinda
them. There's a
like-
class action lawsuit.
I kind of like Burger King for that because I got my own cheese at home. I don't want some whack ass American cheese on my Whopper. I want to
Oh,
put
that's
on
not
some Munster, or I want to put on
Adam,
some sharp cheddar. Like,
that's
I
not
wanna put on some
sandwich.
provolone.
You're
You
like
bougie
I eat
fucking
my
asshole.
my fancy cheese
I'm
on
a
my
cheese
shitty fast
enthusiast.
food.
But look, there's only one Whopper that's worth shooting somebody over, and that thing is a limited time thing that's long since passed. They'll never bring it back. And that was the Windows 7 Whopper, the 7-meat Whopper.
Oh God, wow. When was that? That was a long time ago, wasn't it?
When Windows 7 got released. So this would be like
Oh, the Windows 7. Yeah. Jesus Christ, yeah. Hey, speaking of Whoppers, all right, check out the video of the Impossible Whopper Challenge with me, producer Ryan, and Ask Producer Chris on our YouTube channel. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. It's a link in the fucking richdickman.com.
October
There you go.
22nd, 2009. I remember that date. It was a fateful day. I learned about this when I was a Microsoft specialist for Best Buy. Fuck you, Ray. I went to Columbus and they indoctrinated me into this whole training where they taught me about Microsoft and they wanted me to be an
Stockholm syndrome.
evangelist and sell Surface units, which is kind of a shitty device. I'm not going to lie. Microsoft makes shitty devices, but Best Buy is the way to go. They taught me how to sell shit and with Woosah, welcome, understand, sell, and appreciate. Like, I still remember that shit. All right. And it taught me to talk to
They don't
people.
even understand their own products. What are we trying to understand? The customer?
Ray?
Ray
Understand
just
what the
glasses.
customer's looking for?
Ray?
Understand what's the understanding part? It's a
Where the
relative
fuck
term.
you go, Ray? You go to
Understand-
Fry's Electronics? Oh, wait, they shut down.
Understand
oh, do you go
where
to
you
fucking
work.
H.H. Gregg? Oh, wait, they shut down. You know who's still fucking open? Best
Radio
Buy.
Shack.
You know what? No, they shut down. You know
I got a
what?
Radio Shack.
Okay, but it's a franchise, motherfucker. It's not a real corporate store. Because there's one in West Union and it's a franchise. The corporation fucking got bought out by Sprint and they turned them all into fucking Sprint stores.
Look,
Be nice to the guests.
Best Buy should have
What's the
taught
spot in
you.
your
Should have
shirt?
taught you A, B, C. Always be getting a better job.
Yeah, I left after 3 months. It was like Taco Bell. But I have a lot of passion for Best Buy because, like, I had this opportunity once, and it was a great opportunity because there was this guy from Bolivia, I think. His name was Dragon. I don't know. And
Fucking
we
Dragon?
were having a contest.
Like
yes,
from
we were
Step
having a
Brothers?
Sounds like he's from China.
yeah. Fuck off, Ray. But no, we were having a contest to see who could get the most credit card applications in a month. And we were tied going into the last day. And I asked this redneck guy, hey, you want to help me slay a dragon from Bosnia? And he's like, fuck yeah. And I was like, just put your social security number in this pin pad. And he was like, all right. And he got approved, and I sold him a fucking an all-in-one HP that was a piece of shit. But
those are
Oh,
he wanted an all-in-one, and I talked him out of the iMac. I was like, you don't want an iMac. That's like $2,000 for the same thing that this
You don't
is.
want anything Apple. Throwing your money away.
Oh, Ray, the phone ecosystem is pretty solid. And I like the Apple TVs because I can buy them through installments through my cable company that I work for.
but that's a lame reason too, man. Their proprietary bullshit is whack.
It is like I agree with that. Like I'm not gonna lie, but my thing is the value that you get out of them because they provide security updates for 5 years, unlike Android, where in 2 years Samsung stops supporting it. That's all I'm saying. You get more value out of it, and also it's like a Toyota or a Honda. They decrease in value slower than Android. That's why you can pick up like an old Samsung Ultra, whatever you just got, for like $400 right now.
Yeah. There you go. All right. So the dick of the week here is the bitch shooting through the fucking drive-thru. Ray, did you have thoughts on this? I don't know
Yeah.
if you got a chance to weigh in.
Let me just give you an example of somebody that had a terrible fast food experience. with a gun on their hip or access to a gun and didn't use it. His name is Rodney Farva. All right. He goes into the burger joint and the guy spits in his food and he says, fuck it, and eats it anyway. Now, when he ends up taking the little prize dealio peeling that off the front of the cup and it spills some soda all over him, that's when he just jumps over the counter and beats the guy. Okay. And he doesn't actually use the gun though. Right. So that's what you got to do. It's that simple. You restrain yourself so you're not firing a firearm. Don't discharge a firearm in a Burger King. It's not a good way to go.
Do you guys remember when the guy took a bath in the Burger King sink? I just put a video on the YouTube. Fucking craziest shit ever. That is Kristen's best friend's cousin.
Really? I thought it was Digital Underground with the Humpty Dance.
No. Guy takes bath in Burger King sink. 130,000 views on YouTube.
You guys remember the Humpty Dance?
It got him fired and the store shut down, I think, so.
Wasn't it a Burger King where that chick took a dump on the floor and then picked it up and threw it at the clerk?
We are better than the monkeys.
Or was that a Dunkin'?
It was probably a combo.
Thank you, Svensson.
It was a half Dunkin', half Burger King.
Yeah.
Dude, we got all kinds of half Popeyes, half Dunkins here, and Baskin Robbins too, like you got right there. They're all in one gas station.
Baskin Robbins and Dunkins.
Yeah. Chicken and coffee.
And chicken, that's fries. Weird.
Yeah. Do I need to mute people in the chat?
That doesn't sound that bad.
No, why? Nobody else is talking.
I was just wondering. That's just
no,
making sure,
you're good.
I'm pretty.
Svensson, thank you for your submission this week. That certainly is that bitch's dick of the week. Why are you shooting in a drive-thru? Like, it's Burger King.
Yeah.
The thing I hate is like when the guy goes at the fucking McDonald's, he's like, "Yeah, I'd like a cheeseburger, but please, I don't want any onions, no pickles, half mustard, and no cheese." Like they're fucking. It's not a gourmet fucking restaurant. It's a goddamn fast food fucking McDonald's.
You're
man. They don't
describing
even know what to.
Yeah, you get one thing you can change on something, and you shouldn't do that to every item. You get one, and you should be adding something, not subtracting something.
Right, make it easier on them.
Isn't subtracting stuff making it easier? So when they assemble it, there's just less work for them. And I'm still paying the same price.
Already assembled, they can just open it up, add something, and then wrap it back up.
Why would it be already assembled? Why are they already assembling my food before I order it?
Oh, right. Look, let's say you're going to McDonald's and you're just hungry as fucking high as shit. And you're high as shit, man. You just want to eat something. McDonald's is the only thing around. Well, you know what? You don't want to spend all that money on a fucking Big Mac because, who gives a shit about lettuce and that little bun in the middle? So you just get a double cheeseburger and ask them to add Big Mac
That's a nice
sauce.
plug. Good plug. Good plug.
So you add that Big Mac sauce, and there you go. Now you basically have a fucking Big Mac, only it costs like less than half as much. So then now you got a $5 in your pocket, so you can get 3 of those bitches and feel like a real fucking fat ass and be full up and get that Mac attack. You're in there. That's a solid order right there. Yeah. But if you're going to ask them to subtract something, you're like, well, I don't want the pickles on my double cheeseburger. They got 1 million of them. The people behind there, they're stoned too. So they're just going to give it to you. And then you're liable to fucking freak out on someone, or you're liable to give it to someone that's really fucking weird. People just need to get some Jesus in their life and figure out how to order at fast food places.
Did you hear about the guy who's suing McDonald's because the quarter pounder with cheese comes with cheese and they charge him for it and they're going to get like 30 cents per person? It's a class action lawsuit against McDonald's over this shit.
No. What, you fucking kidding me?
because if you order a quarter pounder with cheese, without cheese, it's the same price. And he's like, why should they have to pay for the cheese? It's Burger King in reverse. Like, Burger King's safe because they're assholes. McDonald's fucking goes out and gives you cheese regardless for the same price. Yeah. And you're fucking going to be an asshole and sue them.
I haven't craved a Big Mac in forever, and I crave a Big Mac right now. I might have to go find one tomorrow. All right. This was a great discussion, gentlemen. Ray, I'm cutting you off, but we got to move on. I'm so sorry, buddy. I know you have an In-N-Out experience. Look like all right. What do you want to say?
But no, you're good.
Do you have special sauce there?
Yeah, it's like Thousand Island.
Yeah.
You want to know how picky I am? It's Thousand Island. It's got little bits of relish in it. First time I ate it In-N-Out, I was like, I told him no pickles. What the fuck is this bullshit?
Thanks for calling the Dickman line at 860-316-4776.
Randy, were you sucking dick, Randy? What the fuck are you doing?
Please,
I mean, it's the kind of, like, if I was going to suck dick, it would be to this music.
After the beep.
Oh, my God.
We got a lot this week.
It's voicemails.
Yeah. Episode's only been out for 2 days. We got a ton of voicemails. Maybe. It's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. All right, let's get into this.
I'm bisexual, but I don't find you attractive, Rim. I'm sorry.
Oh. You can still
I just wanted to clarify that I really do like Rim. I might occasionally call in, high as a fucking kite, making fun of his chin. But if he left the show, I don't know how I would handle that. Like, he really does hold it together. Like, Ray has his purpose, Randy has his purpose. The other people that never come on their show.
That's such a compliment. I appreciate it.
And, fuck them. Anyway,
so nice, so sweet, so specific.
I really do like the setup, the way you guys hang out, et cetera, et cetera. Never change it, boys. You guys are amazing. You bring me back week after week. And I just want to say keep up the amazing work. Secondly, when you guys are doing your liquor fuel episodes, you mentioned you did a Four Loko one in the past. Have you guys thought about for like a video episode of doing a Four Loko, but have it in like a good classy mug, like a proper gentleman, and then putting those dry ice balls that you have those, like the kids will have the dry ice cotton candy snowflake ice cream things, and it's like smoking and you eat it and your mouth smokes because it's dry ice.
Dots.
But put that in the Four Loko. That way you'd have like a dragon's breath is the name of the candy. So you'd have like a Four Loko dragon's breath. So just thought, amazing episode as always. Keep the great work. Bye.
Just
thanks,
put the
buddy.
dry ice in
Listen,
there.
yeah, that Four Loko episode of Liquor Fueled was recorded back in fucking 2014. All right, these fools had nothing to do with that. Thank God.
Do one
Randy.
a month.
Randy, I can't. I can't.
We basically
do
it with shots episodes.
We had a little bit to do with it. We downloaded, we listened, and we perpetuated by saying more and more.
Keep going. Yeah. Fucking assholes.
I don't know if
it was really great.
Loko and dry ice. They could probably like vape and drink a beer now. They're getting old.
Yeah.
It was great to slowly watch you ruin your life. You know what I mean? Like progressively, show to show. You just went further and further down that rabbit hole.
Yeah, thanks, Adam. See, we made homemade Four Loko on one of these. All right, we fucking mixed like the beer and the energy drink
with caffeine pills. Right?
Yeah, with the caffeine tabs we put in, dissolved them in there, and like at the end of the episode,
you should have used Adderall.
Listen, I was like
Ritalin,
this,
or mix them and get meth.
Because Fit had to drive home, so he couldn't drink as much, but I had to keep going, and I was like this at the end of the episode. All right, I could not sleep that night. I could not go to sleep. So, anyways, all right, thank you for that. Yeah, no more liquor fuels. That's just it's a gift to our patrons.
Not with that attitude.
Thank you.
Never say never. You don't know.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Ray, why did you wear flip-flops while playing? Do you know how absolutely disgusting that is?
Flip-flops on the plane.
Like,
right?
would you go to a bar? So follow me on this. Would you go to a bar, like a seedy bar where there's just piss all over the floor, coke all over the soap dispenser? You know the place. Would you go up to a urinal next to a man on each side of you that's drunk pissing, just spraying piss outside the little urinal, and having someone piss on your feet? Like, there's piss splatter, okay? Now, that's only at a bar. I cannot fathom what is on an airplane, airport, etc. That is insane.
Better than wearing socks.
Not to mention the complete disregard for etiquette of being next to someone on a plane.
You're playing checkers, I'm playing chess.
And having them smell your feet. Or the person in front of you, you have your little oaken toes tucked underneath their seat. And the smell of just foot cheese is just wafting up in the air in a recycled cabin.
My feet
with
are clean.
No fresh air.
I have no sense of smell.
Next to a fucking toilet with blue water that just sprays cooling down, the Midwest flyover states. And that's the place you expose your feet to.
Careful about the Midwest.
Like, I have questions about you, sir. I have real questions. Joey Diaz would be disappointed in you, just for the record.
Yeah. See, Ray,
All
a lot
right,
of people
all
are
right.
disappointed in you for wearing flip flops.
A lot of people. It's one fucking person.
All right, so
Oh,
first
is it,
and
Randy?
foremost-
You haven't heard the rest of the
Look,
voicemail.
flip flops are like thongs for your feet. You got to show them off.
Right.
So first and foremost,
Let me see.
I can't
that
smell. I couldn't care less because I can't smell. I don't give a fuck if you can smell. So you know what? Deal with it. If my feet smell, if my breath smells, if my body smells, I couldn't care less. You deal with it, not me. So tough shit. You want to talk about the piss all over the feet? Check this out. Have you ever thought about this? You go in to this restroom that you speak of, and the guy next to you is pissing, and you're wearing your shoes, your nice little white Adidas or whatever, Nikes. So when you go home and you take those off, you use
I can
those
only afford
hands
Shaqs.
to touch those laces that got that piss all over them. You know what I don't have to do? Use my hands to touch the laces to take my shoes off. And you know what you never do? Wash your hands
Ray, you got piss
after
on your
touching those
toes.
laces. So essentially, this
There's
is what
piss
you're
on your
doing.
toes,
this is
Ray.
what you're doing. You're actually taking your hands
I don't put
and
toes in
touching
my
the
mouth,
piss.
Rim.
You're
I put them in
taking your hands
Kristen's.
and touching that piss and not washing your hands. Who's the disgusting motherfucker now? Not me,
No
because
one.
I didn't
You're
have to
on a
use
steroid.
my hands to take my shoes off.
Yeah.
So you know
I'm
what?
on your
Maybe you're
side,
the
Ray.
disgusting one.
You're wrong about Best Buy and iPhones, but you're right about flip flops.
Yep. And they're more
The flip
comfortable.
flops are badass.
On a plane,
I was getting drunk with a bunch of
New
people from
Balance
work
flip
one night.
flops have lasted me a year and a half. I wear them 24/7.
Yeah,
Even
you
when
ever,
I-
about 2000
you ever gone to a strip club in flip flops? They don't even know how to act. They're just like, what the? It's like, this guy doesn't
they
even
don't-
care about me. I'm
You
all
have to
over
wear
it.
sweatpants when you do that. Though.
Dude,
Yeah,
I have
sweatpants,
so many pairs of
flip-flops, and a
sweatpants.
Hawaiian shirt.
It's probably
and a visor backwards and upside down.
Dude, you look like that guy from South Park who makes all the fucking biological experiments.
Oh, Dr. Mephisto?
Yeah, you get that reference. Thank you.
I can't
I'm
remember
surprised
his
you
name.
guys didn't get my Super Troopers reference. I even said Rod Farva.
Nobody watched that, Ray.
you,
Nobody
guys.
watched that movie.
No, I got it. Just
Some
wasn't
guy
funny.
pissed in my shoe
Everyone
once. I
watched
want to beat the
Super
fuck out
Troopers.
of
I
him.
got it. I just didn't think it was that
Yeah,
good.
well, give me
Yeah,
a fucking
next-
liter of cola.
Yeah.
Next
You order
voicemail.
a liter
Here we
of
go.
cola.
Hey guys, Matt, NFHC podcast here.
Hey.
Hey,
I talked to
I
you on
never in a
Discord.
million fucking years thought I would agree with Rem about the disappointment in Ray.
Hold on. Let's go back.
Wearing.com.
You guys- Yeah.
I never in a million fucking years thought I would agree with Rem about
Ha.
the disappointment in Ray wearing goddamn flip flops on a plane.
Oh, no.
Like, it's disrespectful
So controversial.
to people around you and yourself. Respect yourself more, sir.
Respect yourself, Ray.
It's just, you're better than
that's all I'm
Yeah.
doing.
better than that.
You're better than that. God, you were like
I
the
just
best
messaged
guest until
Matt.
Randy hopped on.
And said, really? This
I
is
didn't
what
know
we're
that
doing
flip-flops on a
now?
plane would be so controversial.
Yeah.
I know. I thought maybe
Alright.
like pickles on a Chick-fil-A
And
sandwich
look,
would have been more
if you
Okay,
controversial.
got
fuck
proper
off with the-
ventilation, your feet don't sweat. It's fine.
Right. It's cool on an airplane. Like, Ray, I'm on your side here. We're like 300 going against the fucking Persians. And Matt, or,
Let me tell you,
no,
you
Adam,
guys-
you're,
hold
you're
on.
behind the shield wall, motherfucker. We're
Everyone,
good.
everyone, shut up.
I mean, I know
Nobody
why
wants to
Matt
see your
doesn't
goddamn
wear
toes.
flip flops on a plane because he's so greasy that he's got like his foot grease.
And he's got
It's getting
hobbit
all over
feet,
the
I
place.
assume.
Why is this? Why is this so hard for you guys to understand? Nobody wants to see your goddamn disgusting, fucking nasty toes. Nobody wants to see
Then
that shit.
don't fucking look at
Yeah,
them.
nobody wants to see
Don't
your
look
face either, but you
down.
don't wear a mask.
I have super symmetrical toes.
I wear a
I
mask
gotta
when I'm
show them
supposed
off.
to. Yeah. All right.
And
Okay,
besides,
all right. Next
everyone's a
voicemail.
fucking asshole on a plane. Everyone's inconsiderate.
I'm
You're
really
so
getting
damn
pissed
close,
about
there's
this.
no way to be considerate. So do you know what? Fuck it.
Also,
Fuck
my foot fetish OnlyFans, I'm advertising. God damn, how do you guys not get this?
I have so many hangnails on my feet. Somebody needs to see that shit. They might be infected.
Yeah, otherwise no one will believe it. No one will believe it.
Next
I got
voicemail.
18 hangnails just on my feet.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Oh yeah, and I forgot. Happy birthday, Ray.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. It was just yesterday.
All right. Here comes the next one.
So I got a confession to make. I was listening to you guys' podcast. You guys were talking about, this insanely talented DJ that is on Twitch. And I realized that I recognize her. And I realized, after Randy was talking about getting advice from her, that's kind of why I recognized her. So about a year and a half ago, I was looking for advice. I was going through some stuff.
Oh.
And,
Is this a life coach thing?
I can't remember how I found her ad. I don't know. Like, it wasn't Craigslist or Facebook, but, like, somehow, maybe Instagram. But, so, like, I reached out to her. We had, a couple sessions. I was traveling at the time for my job, and, everything was like, FaceTime, basically. And, so then, I was like, hey, I'm not local. Let's go get, like a beer, whatever. And, then I realized that the other part of her plan, she has different, so she does counseling through, I think it was Instagram. And then the other thing is, she does, she fucks for cash. So, for $200, I just want to let you guys
she
know.
Fucks her cats?
And, I'm a worse man for it.
Oh. He fucks her cats for cash.
I'll knock down the hallway, boys.
I was going to say, that's weird.
I don't know. You made out lucky, Randy. Though. I'm glad you didn't fall down that rabbit hole the way I did with the world's worst therapist. And, you're a better man for it than me. I have
you see this shirt?
I have an appointment.
He'll take it off and fight you.
I got the class. So, I'll do it.
I bought this shirt at Prince's Goodwill right after he died when I met Jules. This shirt, this fucking Ralph
in
Lauren
Minnesota?
polo, I got it, it's got a pocket on the front and a stain from where I ate General Tso's chicken earlier. There, did I do it right, Ray?
Yeah. See,
okay, General
you learn
Tso's.
quick, young sensei.
But it's got a little horsey on it, and I got it for $2. And I wore this to the movie theater where we watched the Warcraft movie. So
that sounds like a good.
I don't know what I'm saying. Thank you, Joe Schmo, for fucking Jules.
Yeah. I bet you she'd do fine. All right, next voicemail.
What's up? It's Flow Euphoria. Flo. There's nothing
I was going to do your
better than
podcast.
cruising around in my Windu Skyline GTR with my super triple double under aluminum block header 6-cylinder that Windu makes. Windu has dominated every class that all of its particular vehicles perform in.
Flo, we do the ads.
Let me Google
with
this.
a Windu vehicle today. Randy, I love you. The Mace Windu GTR. So I usually just call in with some shit posts or whatever, but I need some advice. So let's say that there's a new streaming platform and somebody that you fuck with really heavy really hates a person that did some coding for this new streaming platform. And you have an opportunity to have the person that coded the platform on your show to talk about it and the technical aspects. I guess what I'm asking you is, would you have that person on the show, even if, there could be some consequences involved? And then would you just keep it strictly to the streaming platform technical questions, or would you try and ask questions about the juicy hot goss drama that that's basically the only reason I'm here. I just get that hot goss all over my face and chest. Consequences be damned.
Yeah.
I guess that's the question that I have, and I can't leave a voicemail without just yelling and screaming. So I guess let's see. Mace Windu! Get your excitement today at your local Mace Windu dealership.
She said to our local. I said that earlier.
Skyline GTR made by Mace Windu. Yeah!
Hey, Adam, we had words about Cincinnati chili last time you were on, I believe. Yes. Skyline chili is the way to go. So it's better than Gold Star, I believe. So it's Cincinnati
there's
chili.
There's a local brand here called Wolf that's pretty good. And
yeah, but they put cinnamon in the chili because it's Greek. And they boil the hamburger ahead of time and really kind of chop it up.
Randy, Flow Euphoria is looking for advice. And I'm going to give him some advice because that's what I do. I'm professional advice.
I have some advice for Flow too, whenever you're done.
All right.
Yeah, also, driving a Skyline GTR is really fun.
Here's the answer, Flo. Start it out with the technical questions, okay? See how that goes, all right? Build a rapport with this guy. Ask the questions, or a gal, I guess probably a guy, but maybe a gal, I don't know. And then, get all that shit out of the way. Get all the stuff that you want, get it all out of the way. And then at the end, that's when you hit him with the hot goss shit. All right, that's when you're like, all right, well, let me ask you something here. I don't know if you want to talk about this, if you're comfortable doing it, but this is an open and free space. You can say whatever you want to say, man. This is the Flow Euphoria show. Fuck around Tuesday, baby. Tell me about the hot
Thursday
goss.
called?
I don't know, because he hasn't invited me on. That's bullshit, Flo, by the way, that you invite Randy on the Thursday show his first time, but I get the Tuesday show? Come on, man.
He was desperate, and he knew I'd say yes. All right.
No, he's probably looking out because he knows I got a show to do. Flo, you do both, man. You start out with the good stuff, and then you hit him with the goss stuff at the end.
At least you guys
All
get
right.
invited.
Randy, Ray,
now, as for
Adam,
your friend
go for
giving
it.
you backlash, don't worry about that, because your friend will know that you're really on their side. Because if they see you do that you asked all the technical stuff, and then you started leaning into them on the goss thing, if they see this dude get uncomfortable, they'll be happy. They'll be happy that this dude got put on blast.
There you go. That's solid, Adam. Good job.
Yeah. So I'd say this. First things first. One or two people are not going to decide your success in this life. Don't let it be otherwise. Number two, keep your friends close and your enemies closer if need be.
That's
and
what I do.
Three,
look at these guys.
Yeah. And number three.
Fuck bitches get paid.
I got a titty.
You never know where you might find love. You just never know. So give it a shot.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so my advice is, my dad gave me this advice when I was 12 years old and he got out of prison. He said, fuck bitches, get money. What? So he said, fuck bitches, get money. So what I'm saying is if your friend has a problem with this, he's a bitch. So fuck bitches, go get that money, man. It sounds like the streaming platform is going to take off one day and you're going to get in at the ground floor. You're going to know about how this thing works and how to game the system. You ask this programmer how to game the system and have him program it up for you so you shoot up the rankings. Mm-hmm. That's my advice. But, who am I? I just worked at Best Buy once.
Fuck bitches, get money. Last voicemail of the week.
Goddamn.
What up, boys? It's our HOT. You know who it is. Good life update. Finally got that big dick stimmy check.
Yeah.
That's the good
news.
news.
Oh, yeah.
The bad news is I got a flat tire. It's as if life just doesn't want to see me get a win. It just wants to just give me a... life just wants to just be mean for no fucking reason. Because that's life. Life's a dick. Anywho,
Nah, man.
Bye.
Tanks. Let me talk to you. Tanksy boy. All right. Life is throwing some challenges, to sprinkling some fucking challenges in front of you. You know why? Because it wants to make you strong. All right. It wants to say, hey, how's Tanks going to react to this shit? Right. You give him, here's your $1,500 or $1,600 stimmy. Let me give you a flat tire for $80. Boom. Let's see how you going to do it. How you going to do that flat tire yourself? All right. Are you going to get that fucking, that shit, that goop that you spray into your tire and it fucking seals your fucking goddamn hole? Or are you going to learn how to fucking plug a tire? Or are you going to drive down a local garage and get it fixed by Kevin? Your boy Kevin.
Or do you drive to the strip club with a flat tire?
Fucking drive a flat. Who cares?
On that, you still got to win. You just don't get a flawless.
Hell yeah,
victory.
bro.
Whatever.
Yeah.
You use the extra money, buy some weed stocks.
I mean, I did
right.
get a victory
My father
at the
said,
end of it, though.
Oh man,
hey,
my father said
you can't
when
do
I was
that to
younger
Ray. He's editing.
The tough times make better men.
That's exactly
better
tough
men.
times. Right. Things won't get easy. Tanks, I don't know how old you are. You're probably in your 20s or something. It's going to suck. It's going to suck for the next 10 years. All right. It'll slowly get better, but it's just going to suck. Shit gets good when you're 40.
Tanks, my credit score is just now coming back from my divorce. I'm over 600 as of today.
Listen,
so steal my identities, bitches, because I can get credit cards.
Look at this guy. Bankrupt at 22. I got a fucking brown green screen right behind me now. Okay, baby?
Look at him.
I'm living
He's
large.
got a picture signed by Donald Trump behind that picture he drew. Look at this.
Brown
Look at that.
Donald Trump back there.
Look at that.
I drew this. Okay, look at this shit. All right.
Look what's behind it. Signed by a fucking president of these United States. Not the best president, but a president.
President.
Abraham Lincoln was the best. Fight me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He had a beard.
Thanks, listen. It's
FDR was good. He had the longest tenure, but there's Theodore Roosevelt too.
For that guy and his socialism. Thanks. What I'm saying is, you gotta weather the challenges to make you stronger inside. All right. And Randy, stop. He's freaking me out when you do that. And then maybe one day you can have a successful podcast with 8.5 listeners and lose half your audience because somebody said something not nice about you on another show. But it gets better.
But Matt
Tanks.
left a voicemail. It's okay.
Dude, Matt
Ray, do you
made
have
fun
any
of me.
advice?
What are you
I've been
about?
talking. Oh shit, Matt is talking to me right now. He responded to me. Let's see what he said. Ha ha.
Like
No.
Matt on the DEL just made fun of me, dude.
No, it's all good.
Makes fun of everyone.
No.
It's not a big deal.
Yeah, no.
I'm just very impressed with it. It was so subtle. It was very, very subtle. And I like that.
Yeah.
Tanks, I would never make fun of you.
No, we're not. Yeah, we love you.
How did Tanks get on the show?
I have no idea. Poor Ray is gonna have to fucking figure this one out. But here at the Rich Dickman Show, we love our entire audience. We don't make fun of anybody. And we just
How
make
did
fun
Tanks
of each
get
other.
on the show before Ikra? She shows up like everybody.
Tanks was on episode
We're gonna have to
90.
get this
Okay,
under
Tanks
control.
was on long. Yeah, long. Okay,
Tanks,
Tanks.
broke
we gotta.
the bad rule.
Yeah,
of just
we gotta
popping in.
mute you, Tanks. I'm so sorry. We'll do your game next week. All right, get that shit ready to go, and we'll do it. All right.
He
But
is
listen,
server muted.
yeah, flat tire, no big deal. You can overcome. You just stay strong, bro. I believe in you.
You got a spare,
right?
or you call AAA?
I
Let me
didn't know
tell
you
you
had
about
that
my
camera,
black
buddy.
trans friend.
I believe in you.
Okay, my black trans friend got a not a black tire, a flat tire.
You can't
My
say that.
friend Brett, he's black and trans. Yes, I can.
Facts are facts.
It keeps me out of trouble.
He's telling the story.
They had a flat tire, and rather than just put on his spare, he called AAA and made him come out to the middle of fucking nowhere where he lives and tow the tire into the workshop or to a shop so that they could change the tire for him. That's what you do. You buy AAA.
Randy, Adam's so bored he's
There you
picking
go.
his ear with a pencil.
At an itch. And it's not. It's a dedicated tool.
It's a
Look at
dedicated
that
tool, Rim.
Wow,
shit.
fancy.
A bobby pin. I use a
Look,
bobby pin
I
in my
wear,
ears.
I wear earplugs all day, so I get impacted earwax occasionally, man. You gotta be careful
that's the
about
worst.
your ear cleanliness,
Gross.
man. I got an otoscope and everything.
Yeah.
It's not as bad
Tanks,
as
we
impacted
believe in
shit,
you.
but
You can do it, buddy. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
You can do it. You can do it.
Fucking, that's enough tonight, I think. I don't know. Ray, you
What?
got anything else
We're
you got?
only-
I don't know. You want to? I got pictures if you want
I'm
to see
not drunk
the
yet.
security footage of the lady that the homeless lady that busted the water and turned off our water all day on Tuesday.
Oh, what a bitch.
You guys want to see the pictures?
What are you drinking, Ikra? Just type it in the
I
chat.
want to see it.
So there's a security footage of out front of the building in the Discord.
That's a lot of fucking pictures.
Yeah, it's a
I don't
it's a
see any lady.
sequencing. So
You're
if you
bringing
look
us
in
down with
the
those
pictures-
homeless talk, Ray.
Yeah, so this is the fucking homeless people. So you see in
Joe
picture
Rogan
number
hates
one.
homeless people.
Picture number one. Homeless lady stepping off the curb mid stride. You see something in her right hand. It's actually the hose to the building behind her. Picture number two.
Did she make a Zoidberg noise?
Picture number two is her reaching the end of the hose as she's tightly gripped it and realizing, yank. Oh my God, it's almost ripping her arm off.
You work
Picture
in
number three.
construction and you have such a weak hose that a homeless person can grip it? Rip it?
No, she can't. This is the thing. So picture number three. She's pulling on it as hard as she can with one hand.
I don't see a homeless person.
The
These
next
all
picture-
look like the same picture.
The next couple of pictures,
I really
she's
gotta pee.
bending over, using her legs to pull, and the final picture is her giving up and saying, "Fuck it, I can't get this damn hose." So basically, this stupid ass lady, but she was yanking on the hose and it broke the hose bib. So turn the water off. So it caused a water leak. So the neighbors decided, they were like, "Hey, we're just gonna be some kind little fellows and fix the water." Well, they turn the fucking water off, and the guy in the middle of fixing it gets a call or something, leaves. All goddamn damn calling these motherfuckers because no one's in the building because of COVID. And I'm like, "Hey, can you guys turn the water on?" And you know what this motherfucker says? "I saw the city trucks drive around. They probably did it." I'm like, what kind of fucking logic is this? You saw a vehicle that works for the city drive by, I don't know where the fuck you are, but you think that person somehow came over here and dug up like this? Like, who the fuck are you? What kind of a moron are you? And it took me like literally all day until the city showed up. And they're literally calling this lady, lecturing her, yelling at her as she spends 10 minutes trying to say
Called
that
her? How'd
they
they get her
did it.
number?
It's on the front of the building. And she's literally making excuses for 10 minutes about why they did it as they're explaining to her, "We don't do this." So the office was out of water for the entire day on Tuesday. I've got a question for you guys. How many times do you go to the bathroom every day?
A lot.
7 to
Too many.
19.
I'm old now. Jesus Christ.
Fuck you guys.
I gotta
Depends
go.
on how
I
much
gotta go
water
right now.
and rum I drink.
Well, I
you
do
guys
drink.
I gotta
a
go
lot
right
more,
now.
So usually, I
gonna
usually
piss
got,
in
like
this
in a
rum
normal
bottle on
workday,
stream.
I'll pee like at least 6 times.
Yeah, you guys are a bunch of. Well, now, if you didn't have a restroom, how many times would you go?
It's still
If
the
it's
same
yellow, be
amount.
mellow.
Got bottles.
I got to go downstairs, so I try and go as little as possible, honestly, because those stairs.
I mean, I guess
are
the true
fucking
Chad move
steep.
is to get your bucket, and then you go to the bathroom in there, and then when you're like, you turn my water off, who's wet now? Blah, just throw it on the homeless lady.
I'm not gonna lie, I used to be a neckbeard who pissed in bottles all the time. I still do occasionally because it's a long walk downstairs.
God,
but
you really got to piss.
All right, well,
Yeah,
we'll finish that.
it's a
So
running
let me tell you
stream.
guys a joke about ping pong balls real quick then.
Yes,
motherfucker.
on the podcast.
Or let's bring this baby home. There you go.
Thank you. So
Somebody
much for
whoops up.
listening.
I was so
Adam
excited
from
about
Houston.
the ping pong ball joke.
You were here to cover me when my internet went out. My internet has stayed strong the entire show, and I think that
It would
makes for
be
better
so
shows.
funny. Let me kick you real quick.
So thank you. Don't you dare. I own this shit. Thank you, Adam, for coming on. Adam, where can we listen to Who Gives a Shit, and when can we listen to it and all that? Tell us, baby. Tell us.
Comes out at the same time as this podcast, Saturday mornings. Go to any of the major podcast players and type in Who Gives a Shit. If you go to YouTube and type in Who Gives a Shit, we're the first result on the thing.
I just learned that.
Or go to Twitter and go to at WGA Shit Show and follow our podcast. It'll have all the lips and links, and we also do polls now as to which of the topics that got brought in was the most retarded.
Oh yeah,
Big retard keeping your podcast alive.
I mean, CJ's kicking my ass right now. He's doing infinitely
Really?
better
He's kicking
because I
your
have
ass.
no wins.
Adam, he's kicking.
I didn't.
Yeah,
mean
his legs
Adam
don't
this.
work.
I take that back. He's wheeling me.
Okay.
I don't know. He's
Yeah,
rolling
he's
me
running
there.
your ass
He's,
over.
he's slowly
There you go.
rolling over your corpse.
I wish we could give
Well,
CJ
the
like some
zombie
sort of weird
apocalypse
superpower. Like if we give he was a superhero, but he still couldn't
Can
walk.
he ride a Segway?
Right. And he could
Like with
fucking just,
braces?
like, go.
Yeah, it's
No,
cripple
his
might,
legs?
and his weakness is cripple might.
Braces.
They did
Yeah.
that on In Living Color.
But he can but he can shoot lightning from his fingers or something. Like my fingers work, my legs don't, bitch, bzz, or some bullshit. We got to talk with him about that.
I can shoot lightning
His
from my
hands are
fingers
fucked up
when
too,
I'm
man.
fucking
I
getting
gotta
the
get
shocker
out.
down.
You're talking
Oh,
about
shit.
CJ. You're being very ableist right now. Why are you doing this all the time?
The guy texts me all the time. I thought his fingers were fine. I had no idea. I'm so sorry.
Next time he comes on,
voice
ask him
to
to
text.
hold up his hands, and you're gonna go like, oh, fuck, because you're ableist. You can't even handle the fact that someone else is different
can
than
I-
him.
You said he was kicking
can
your
I
ass,
say-
bro.
I gotta say, listen, my mother was a nurse. Okay, I grew up in nursing homes
Why
and
does
all
this
sorts
sound
of
like an
things.
excuse?
No, it's not. There was a dude. His name was Axel. Okay, and I think he had Lou Gehrig's disease or something. But he was in a wheelchair and he liked playing video
Damn.
games, right? And my mom was like, "Hey, you're not doing anything this summer. Come to the nursing home with me. You can play video games with Axel." So I would bring my Super Nintendo or whatever the fuck I had. I'd bring it. I set it up on a TV, and I met this dude named Axel. And he was in a wheelchair. His hands barely worked and stuff, right? So we were playing video. Like I think it was
From
fucking Mortal
Twisted Metal.
Kombat or some shit. Maybe it was Clay Fighter.
Oh.
I think we played Twisted Metal. No, that's PlayStation.
Yeah.
And he was good, but he wasn't.
Had
I was
the
still
Rob
beating his
Zombie
ass,
song, Dragula.
and I felt bad
such a good
for
game.
beating his ass in Clay Fighter. Like I felt bad that I was winning, so I stopped playing hard so I could let him win. And then he realized that what I was doing. He said, "Motherfucker, don't you dare do that shit." I'm like, "What?" He's like, "Don't you dare let me win. You fucking play hard." And I'm like, "All right." So I proceeded to kick his ass the next 20 times that we played. Moral of the story is I treat everybody the same. All right? I love everybody despite the differences, no matter what they
the
are.
moral of the
And I
story
learned
is that someone named Axel is the perfect name for someone in a wheelchair.
It really is. It's fantastic.
Oh shit,
There goes
Craig. Craig fucked up.
No,
Craig
you're good.
fucked up.
This
Whiskey
is why we
dick.
do back.
Whiskey dick.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But thank you, Adam, for coming on. Love you, buddy. No, Randy. No, we're ending the show. All right. Thank you for listening.
But my mother-in-law,
You can
I
find it-
played those voicemails for her today. Well, she's not my mother-in-law yet, but I played those voicemails
I thought
for
you were
her.
going to say
call
not
her
my mother-in-law anymore.
Yeah,
Ray, I can't wait to go to the wedding. We're gonna
But
have
I
so
couldn't
much
play
fun.
it for Kristen's dad because that's who his birthday it was, and I talked about fingering his daughter, and I didn't feel comfortable with that.
Wow. God damn, Randy. All right. If you like what we do and you want to support the show, tell a friend. All right. Tell your friend. Hey, Joe Schmo. Tell your friends you listen to the Rich Dickman Show. All right. And leave a review on your whatever podcast player of choice. If you can leave a review, do so. That'd be awesome. But if you like us even more than that, you can check out our Patreon, patreon.com/Rich Dickman. There's extra content out there all the time. You get videos of the show. Just the patrons get videos of the show. You get Liquor Fueled once a month. You get whenever I do a random thing. I just did a random thing, a Rem riding last week. You can check that out. Just don't be an asshole, right? That's my advice. Don't be an asshole. But lots of stuff going on at the Patreon. So check it out. Patreon.com/Rich Dickman. And get in the top tier. And you can get your very own custom t-shirt. If you want a t-shirt that says Ray fucks Randy, I will make a t-shirt that says Ray fucks Randy. Or the other way around.
We almost got
Doesn't
married.
Matter. Yeah, you almost got married. We'll talk about that.
We're going to be brothers' wives.
It'll be both ways.
Sweet.
Yeah,
I can't wait to go to that wedding.
I would never fuck you, Ray.
RichDickman.com.
I would be a power bottom for sure.
All that ass, baby.
He's got really thick hair.
For all your Rich Dickman needs. God, it's like a fucking forest. You'd have to fucking shave that shit. Like get the goddamn clippers out with the Buddhist Barber
on
beefcake.
that asshole.
Yeah, boom.
Yeah, I never
Get in
shaved
there.
down there, so.
RichDickman.com. For all your Rich Dickman needs, click the merch tab. Get yourself
Kristen has to
some
help
t-shirts. Get that Eat the Rich t-shirt. That's off of Amazon. Check out the YouTube and subscribe, please. My son has double subscribers that we have, and that's embarrassing. So get your fucking ass.
He makes
and
better
fucking
videos.
Subscribe.
I'm just saying.
He does. All right. Check out our friends. Make sure you check out Who Gives a Shit, all right, with Adam and Cripple Jesus every week, all right? Who Gives a Shit. And, of course, our friends at Not For Human Consumption. And check it out. I'm going to be on Roast Mortem Cast, I think, this weekend, if that still holds up. So that'll be awesome. I can't wait to do that. That's going to be a lot of drinking and
That's
a long
a really
time,
smart
so I don't
show.
know.
Are you prepared? Anna Nicole
I'm not
Smith is
prepared.
who they're going to roast.
But I'm prepared for it. I told Cody I am an expert in Anna Nicole Smith. Anna Nicole Smith changed my life.
What'd she
in
die
the
of
90s.
again? Did she kill herself?
Why do you think?
Or was that
no?
Heath Ledger?
She OD'd
Oh
on
my
something.
god!
But why?
She's on Roast Mortem Cast. She's oh wait a minute. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah, she definitely.
Anna Nicole Smith
she died.
is the reason that I love full-figured curvy women. Okay, so right there. RichDickmanShow@gmail.com. You can find us on Twitter at Rich Dickman Show. Find executive producer Randy at Sir0 with an E, or email him at Sir0 with an E at gmail.com. Producer Ryan at Ryan PRDS. My mother at Rem_Mama. I am, of course, at Rem Dickman. And then there is Ray. Ray, how do we find you?
You can find me on Twitter at Jules Winfeld. Same thing for my onlyfans.com/Jules Winfeld/ foot fetish.
Feet.
Where you can see lots of pictures of me and my flip flops, especially on the airplane. And I would love it if you call me or
Squishing
text me on the Dickman line 860-316-4776. I'll call you right back. Like I'll call you immediately back. Yeah.
Ray's real good about that. Yeah. And Randy,
every time.
If anybody out there listening wants to join us live, how do they do that and when?
Sorry, goddamn, I got distracted. Kristen keeps sending me pictures of engagement rings, and that's weird. bit.do/TRDS1. That's
every Thursday night at 10.
bit.do/TRDS1.
Thursday nights at 10.
Thursday nights
Thank
at
you,
10.
Randy.
We do a live show, and it is fucking crazy. You do not even know what you're missing unless if you're a patron and watch the video, because it captures everything.
Kristen's flashing Randy the titties. Tanks is there hanging out. Ikra's getting high and drunk. And of course, there's Adam. Adam, thanks again for coming on. Love you, buddy. We'll see you guys soon.
I wish I could still
And we'll see everybody soon. We'll see you next week. Thanks for listening to all the episodes we've done these 2 weeks. That's
I
crazy.
shouldn't have
Anyway,
taken that
love y'all.
Adderall. I'm going to be awake all night.
Good night. See ya.
Love you too, man.
Boosh!
Remember, the music fades and then swells again right after I say good night, Ray. So you put
Good night.
second.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Right, I do it right in the middle. Yeah.
It's like good night. Then
Your internet held out all night. No packet loss. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, no, it's crazy. I can't believe it. It's probably because I prepared for it. If I didn't prepare, I would have gone out 3
really?
times. All right, that's it. We can end this one.